morning, I'm Kelli Paddon.
And I'm Healey.
Welcome to DAYBREAK Fraser Valley Weekend. On this week's show, we're welcoming Chelsea Simpson here to talk about the Chilliwack Independent Film Festival, which starts this week.
We also have back Natalie Bedard with a new episode of Total Wellness.
And all the news and events from the Fraser Valley presented by Black Press Media, all coming up next. Welcome back and welcome to the show, Kate. Kate, you are the Executive Director of Chilliwack Community Services. Can you, for people who haven't met you, and I know we've been able to work together a few times, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'd love to. I've had the opportunity to be at Chilliwack Community Services for the last just about 13 years, but I've stepped into the Executive Director role 2.5 years ago, and it's been a real privilege.
Okay, well, we're going to get more into it later when I get to interview you. But for now, let's jump into the news from around the Fraser Valley presented by Black Press Media. So, starting in Abbotsford, the Abbotsford News reports the province is set to spend $496 million for the new Animal Health Centre in Abbotsford. This will replace the current 25-year-old centre, which was damaged in the flooding and is really integral to agriculture. Construction should be starting in 2027. So the nearly $500 million will be used to buy the land, build the facility, and purchase equipment. So like I said, construction starts in 2027, services, though, by 2032. So
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
Yeah. Also in Abbotsford, a new park, Engineer Park, named after the military engineers, has been completed in West Abbotsford, which includes a playground and a dog area. It's located on the Fraser Highway near Aldergrove border, and the city is holding a celebration event on Saturday, October 25th.
That is great.
Yeah, so that'll
Oh
be
my
a good community
goodness.
event.
And in Agassiz, we've just found out from the Agassiz Observer that the Bare Naked Ladies is going to perform on the Agassiz Holiday Train stop on December 19th, riding the CPKC Holiday Train.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
In my previous role, I got to go to the holiday train and see all the people. So I've been making a phone call to see if I can.
That's very cool.
I can
Yes.
see them because Bare Naked Ladies.
I know. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. There's always a lot of people, and you can donate to the food bank.
Oh,
Yeah,
very cool.
So fantastic. In Chilliwack, the Progress reports crews were busy on Tuesday morning dealing with the aftermath of the windy weather. I slept through most of it.
Me too. Totally missed it.
A tree fell on a power line in a mountainside neighborhood of Chilliwack and caught fire. So trees have been falling across roadways and into backyards and parks in the region for days because of the wind gusts that were up to 50 kilometers an hour over the Thanksgiving weekend. Several separate instances on Monday led to almost 3,000 customers in Chilliwack without power. And BC Hydro has actually released some information on how to stay safe and if there's downed power lines and if they fall on your car, the whole thing. It's important stuff to know. Yeah.
Very much so. And on Sunday, 2 people are now displaced after Chilliwack apartment fire in the 9,500 block of Rotary Street at just about before 2 a.m. on Sunday, October 12th. Fire crews were able to contain the blaze to the first floor of the apartment where it first began. And although we're told not to do this, some people apparently can't help themselves. And some conservation officers are now investigating after a bear. Oh my goodness, was hand-fed by an individual here in Chilliwack and has unfortunately had to be destroyed.
Yeah. The bear cubs were moved, I think. Yeah. So sad. So as a direct result from that individual feeding a family unit of bears, the mother's been destroyed, like you said. The 2 cubs are taken to rehabilitation centers so they can be relocated next spring. This is a serious issue, and there was another bear sighting too in Chilliwack. So the bears are getting ready to hibernate. Don't feed them.
Yeah, they're hungry. Just let them, do their own thing.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. According to the Hope Standard this week, this is a fun one.
Yeah,
Hope's
this is.
longest-serving mayor, Keith Bud Gardner, was honored by the District of Hope with a legacy bench, a chainsaw carving for his impact on the community. So it's got a bear and
Beautiful,
a
absolutely
bench
beautiful.
and 2
Oh, my
little
word.
paw prints. Very, very awesome. He turned 90 this year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And in Langley, Heather Colpitts of the Langley Advanced Times reports there's a by-election coming up next Saturday, October 25th in Langley Township. And this is due, some postal strike issues have resulted in the voter notification cards not going out, but you can still go and you can vote, which is really important. This month by-election is to fill a vacancy on the Township Council that was created earlier this year when the MLA Misty Van Popta was forced to step away from her township role given the change in the provincial legislation prohibiting her from holding both a municipal and a provincial seat. More voting information is available on the Langley Township website.
Yeah, and it just isn't slowing down in Langley. So 31 drug deaths are reported by the BC Coroner Service as of August. So the deaths are on the rise in Langley, while province-wide, the numbers are flattening. Just 9 of those deaths in the last 2 months in Langley. So provincially, the numbers are flattening. Still too many. I think it's still around 150 a month. But yeah, in Langley, they're going up. So we'll be interested to see in the next few months what's happening.
They're trying to do a little understanding of what's going on there specifically.
Yeah, lots of people working really hard on these issues. Okay, that looks to be the major news from the last week. Thanks to all the reporters from Black Press Chain for their excellent writing and to Black Press for presenting this for all of us. After the break, we have Chelsea from the Chilliwack Independent Film Festival starting next week already.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then Natalie Bedard with a new Total Wellness segment presented by River Crest Contracting. And then an interview with the Kate Healey of Chilliwack Community Services before we wrap it up with our picks for events for this Fraser Valley weekend.
Take a page from other darling. Take a second, adjust your eyes to the light. 'Cause there's always tomorrow. Take a page from other darling. Speeding fast through the night to get where we gotta go. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow.
Welcome back and welcome to the program, Chelsea Simpson from Chilliwack Independent Film Festival. Welcome to Daybreak.
Thank you.
Very excited to have you here because a very big week coming up.
Yes.
But first, I'd love to know a little bit about you. Are you from Chilliwack?
Yes, well, not ironically, I am. My family settled here. I'm part of the Ballum family.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
And then we veered off and came back to Chilliwack. So
Everybody comes back to Chilliwack.
right, the valley's amazing.
All right, so I am so excited that you're here because the film festival is coming. It's here. We're excited.
Yes.
And so I want to hear all things
Okay.
film festival. So first of all, how did you get involved with the festival?
Oh, how did I get involved? Ironically, my Starbucks addiction. I volunteered for the film festival to realize that Taras was running it, and I used to see him all the time when I went to go get my coffee fix.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. So a lot of people, when does it start? When is the film festival happening?
Good question. So it is October 22nd, which is the Wednesday, and it's all the way till Sunday, the 26th. So we're now a 5-day festival.
I love that. So it's expanded, and I know there's been more changes than that. So the home of the film festival,
Yes.
Cottonwood 4, is no longer, and so you have a new home this year.
We do.
Which has allowed for some expansion, right?
Yeah, definitely. Ironically, we only have the 2 theaters in Cineplex.
So you're at Cineplex in Eagle Landing.
You got it,
Yeah.
Galaxy Cineplex. So we do miss Cottonwood a lot, as probably everybody does.
But you have 2 theaters for 5 days.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And there's workshops. There's
There
films.
is. Yes.
Okay, so tell me more.
The industry events, the workshops are amazing. They go into little nitty-gritty details with professionals about, say, editing or short films, directing, all these different topics that are really fascinating. And I'm not a filmmaker myself, but I'm like sitting there like this the whole entire time. It's so
It's
amazing.
really interesting. You get to learn from like professionals.
Yeah.
I heard that there was an anniversary movie happening and the director coming from
Oh,
that. Is that
Creep.
right?
Yeah,
Creep?
yeah.
Yes, a
Patrick
little bit of
Bryce,
a
yes.
cult following.
Yes. Oh, totally. I know a lot of people are looking forward to Patrick. Yes.
All right. So for people who maybe have never gone to the film festival, what is it? It's one movie, a million movies. What's going on?
Oh, there's actually over 100 movies.
Yes.
Yes, so over 100 movies. There's different types of movies, like short films, longer films, documentaries. There's so many. There's like films from BC, films from all around the world. Like we have an Icelandic documentary that I'm very excited about.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get to follow the sheep herders herding sheep across the mountains and the plains of Iceland.
I love that.
Right? I know, doesn't it sound interesting?
It really actually sounds lovely.
Right? I know. It's mountains and goats. What else can you ask for?
And there are some kind of spin-off or thematic elements too. So there's 666.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's happening at the Chilliwack Museum with the screening.
Yeah.
But there's also We Are Unbound is sharing some
Yes.
films as well, right? Can you
Yeah.
tell me anything about that?
Definitely. So they have 2 films that are airing at the Chilliwack Museum, which I think is just a really cool venue. So that we have the Berkut Angels, which if you read the synopsis on that, I have yet to watch the film, but if you read the synopsis, it's really intriguing about Vancouver and being part of the queer community and trying to fit in and find yourself.
Okay.
So that was really neat.
Prayer and Prejudice? No.
I
What
know,
is it?
right? That's the
Pride and Prayer.
Pride and Prayer. Yes, yes. Don't.
It's okay.
Yeah, we got this.
We got this.
Right?
Okay, I'm excited to see that one.
Yes, me too.
So that's by We Are Unbound. So speaking of all the spin-offs and the new home and the expansion, this doesn't happen without a lot of support.
Oh gosh, yes. Lots
So
of
I imagine
support.
a lot of sponsors.
Oh yes, definitely. So Musora is definitely one of our biggest sponsors. They're a really cool online learning community for like singing, guitars, everything. Any
Musora.
instrument. Yeah,
Okay,
Musora, really
fantastic.
neat. Yeah, and Creative BC is a huge sponsor, and same with Johnston Meyer Insurance.
Great. Okay. And lots of different people from community getting involved. I imagine there's a lot of volunteers.
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you to the volunteers.
Thank you.
Because this couldn't happen without you. It's going to be huge.
Yes.
So how do people find out more or get tickets? I think I read that you can buy a ticket to an individual film or like a pass for the whole thing. Is
You
that
got
right?
it. Yes. So the festival pass will get you to the movies and the industry events, the workshops, just not the awards show or the mixers.
Do you remember how much that was? I think it was,
$79.99, I want to
yeah,
say.
it was affordable.
It is, because when you look at the price points, that is like the golden ticket to get all these movies in, and
Or you can just go to one, and that was affordable as well.
Oh gosh, yeah, definitely. It was around the $11 mark, plus a $2 membership that you do have to get with the film festival.
Oh, nuts! You have to be a member
For $2,
That's amazing.
It really is. It really is. Because these films are amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how do people get more information and get tickets?
Good question. So you definitely want to go to CIFF.ca. So CIFF.ca.
Okay, and you can get the schedule and the list, and can you get the synopsis of the movies that the films are?
Definitely.
And you can buy your tickets through there.
Yep.
You can do everything through there. You can get your membership through there. You can sign up to volunteer maybe for next year.
Oh, please. As a volunteer coordinator, I'd love that.
You can figure out how you can be a sponsor so you can be part of all of this. Yeah, okay. So,
And the best part has to be the people that come to the festival. I just have to throw that in there.
well, and I would imagine there's a lot of excitement around different pieces, and
Yes.
especially, of course, the movies or the films that everybody's looking forward to, or that have that cult following already.
Yeah.
But like filmmakers locally and provincially, and you said like globally.
Yes.
There's a lot of excitement there. It's a big deal. So huge congratulations to all the creators.
Yes, thank you.
Huge thank you to all the volunteers.
Yes,
Thank you to the
thank you.
festival for keeping it affordable. Like, this is a
Yeah.
lot of entertainment and learning for
Knowledge, entertainment,
ridiculously
everything.
low price.
I know, right?
But all right, anything anybody should know about going to the festival?
Oh,
Hydrate.
yeah, definitely hydrate. I think like you're gonna show up and you're just gonna have an amazing time and not even know it, because everybody's so amazing and so personable. And the filmmakers, to make these films, I feel like they had to be very raw and genuine, and it's a beautiful thing to see them so vulnerable and showing their art and their craft, and talking about their craft to you at the industry events.
Okay.
I can't stop gushing.
That's excellent. I can't wait. So get your tickets, read about the films, go see a film even that maybe wouldn't normally be your normal go-to, and just sit back and absorb all the passion and the art. And I mean, that has to be the easiest way
Totally.
to be changed and your worldview expanded. So thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
here.
so much.
Thank you so much for talking about this. Best of luck.
Yes, thank you.
On everything and the new venue.
Yes, I hope everything goes tickety-boo.
Can't wait to hear how it goes.
Yes.
All right, after the break, Natalie Bedard with a new Total Wellness segment, and that's presented by River Crest Contracting Ltd. So we'll be right back.
Hi there, it's Natalie Bedard, fitness, nutrition, and mindset coach. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving weekend. I enjoyed more than usual, and most of us do when we get together with family over the holidays. But one thing I see is a lot of people have guilt around overindulging. And so what they do is course correct by becoming restrictive. And that creates a problem. So the restriction is like pulling a rubber band, and the harder and further you pull it, eventually the snapback is going to be greater the further you pull it away. It's the same when we restrict. We set ourselves up for failure inevitably, because research shows that when we are restrictive, when we tightly control our food consumption, that we are less resilient to stress and emotion. And so therefore, we actually do the thing we don't want to do when the stress hits, and that's overeat. We see this a lot. It usually kicks off with Thanksgiving, and then we get into Halloween because all the Halloween treats are around, and I hear the same language about guilt and restriction, and then, oh man, I did it again. And it's this repeat loop. So we're really feeding into that stress and restriction response loop that just continues on repeat. And then, of course, the holidays, right? So it starts with Thanksgiving, we get into Halloween, and then, of course, Christmas holidays. The dinners, the parties, they all start already in November. So we know what's coming. So what you can do, there's a few strategies that you can employ that will help you stay out of the stress response loop. So number one, take a 3-second pause. So before you go to grab food, think about, am I really hungry right now, or am I feeding an emotion? Do I have an emotional need or a physical hunger need? Just the pause gives you that moment of awareness that you need to maybe take a step back and go, oh, it takes you out of autopilot. And then number two, gentle structure over rigid control. So have guidelines like, I'm going to, start my meals with protein and fiber. Even if you just start with protein versus saying, I can't have that dessert, I can't have that treat. Think of what you can do to make that better. What can you add to versus take away? Starting with protein and fiber can really helps keep you satiated, helps manage your blood sugar. So it does help with the cravings, and you can still have those fun foods. Number three, permission-based language. Really pay attention to what you say to yourself. So instead of, I can't have that, say, I'm choosing a smaller slice of this pie because I'll feel better about that tomorrow, or I'm choosing this because I want to, not I can't have that. There's nobody saying you can't have anything. It's all within your control. So what are you choosing? And lastly, breathe. Just take a moment to breathe. So during the holiday season, generally as human beings, we're stressed. During the holiday season, even though it's a fun time, it's meant to be a joyous time, we tend to be more stressed for a variety of reasons. So taking time to just breathe. So even before meals, a deep breath and then a double the length exhale. Really let it out nice and slow. And that just tells your nervous system that you're safe. A lot of times when we overeat or we binge, it's about not feeling safe. It's about feeling stressed. So creating that sense of calm by taking that deep breath in and that double the length exhale. So to avoid the binge and restrict cycle, let's just not get into that phase of restriction in the first place. Try those strategies that I mentioned, which will bring more awareness and more sense of calm. You will feel more in control and get to have all the things that you enjoy in balance without starting over again, feeling guilty every Monday.
All right, very happy, Kate, to be getting into it with you. So for those who don't know, you already introduced you're with Chilliwack Community Services, but as a human, have you always been in Chilliwack? What brought you here?
Good question. I'm actually originally from Alberta. I grew up in a small community outside Edmonton, and my family and I moved here 20 years ago to BC, originally in Abbotsford. And then I was going to high school. I completed high school in Abbotsford, and then I went to university. And during that time, my whole family and I kind of moved to Chilliwack. And I was in university and I was pursuing, what am I going to do? What am I interested in? I originally started looking at international studies work, and I knew I really wanted to be in a role where there was a lot of community engagement, a lot of service focus. So I was kind of looking, and I had this moment where I realized I did a program out in Ottawa for a semester, and I realized, I think I'm just supposed to be in Chilliwack. So I did a whole bunch of digging around, and I was trying to find an agency. I knew I wanted to be a nonprofit, and I was digging around. I love Google. Absolutely love that I can find all the information at my fingertips. And I was trying to find an agency that landed with my values and aligned. And I actually used the Child and Youth, the CYC website, ironically enough, amazing enough. And it kind of guided me to Chilliwack Community Services, and at the time I was looking to fulfill my last practicum, and I I kind of landed in Chilliwack, and I ended up marrying my husband, and we now live in Chilliwack. We have these two amazing humans. They're 3 and 6, and there's 2 girls, and they just fill my cup.
And your plate.
And my yes, I have to say, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. Yeah, life is never dull with a 3 and a 6-year-old. There is moments you appreciate everything at this age. Everything is cool. I am loving this stage of life where I actually, as a parent, I can just be and enjoy the small things, and life is so fulfilled. So yeah.
All right, so you are, you have the 2 girls, and you're executive director of Chilliwack Community Services that does so much in the community. So people, if you live in Chilliwack, if you love anyone who lives in Chilliwack, then your life has probably been impacted by Chilliwack Community Services.
I would say in one way or another, we usually have encountered you, a neighbor, a friend in some way. Chilliwack Community Services started in 1928 with a couple amazing women who had this vision just to support our community and to just help the people who needed help. And now we are grown into an agency that last year we served over 1,600 people. We are supported by 125 staff, over 600 volunteers. So like you said, in some way or another, our agency is likely supporting you or a neighbor or a family member.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are a lot of different kinds of programs. So I know about many of them. So there's programs for newcomers and housing, and I believe counseling and victim services. What are some of the other programs?
Go. Look at you knowing all this
See,
stuff. I
know
love
some
it.
things.
I love this, Kelli. So what we like to call it is Twinkle to Twilight. So we like to capture it as prenatal all the way up to seniors. So offering services for families with children under the age of 5. We have services for youth, services for families. We have services for, like you said, newcomers, therapy. We have a lot of advocacy-based programs, housing. Really, the goal of Chilliwack Community Services is to understand what the gaps and the needs in our community are and to work with our community to serve our community.
I love that. Okay, so yeah, I know a lot of things about Chilliwack Community Services because I was an advocate too. So we got to work together in a lot of different ways. So one of the things, though, that people may not appreciate, there's funding that comes from different places, but this kind of organization can't do what it does as well as it does without fundraising. And so you have some, I know if anybody wants to just plug their ears and la 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 la, I'm going to say the word, but Christmas is coming up. And at the end of the year, a lot of people, that's when they give so that they can get their tax receipts. But it's a good time to give, whether a gift or for tax reasons. But you've got some fundraisers coming up, right?
We do. So we're pretty excited. We're kicking off our 10th annual, it's called the Eye Care campaign. And the entire campaign runs from the beginning of November to the end of December. And it really is focused on sharing our story with the community and helping folks understand what it is that we do, how we do a lot with what we have, and how we would love to support more, and kind of showcasing to the community where the need is and how we can meet that need. So this year we're really looking at how we kind of did a deep dive on our agency and tried to understand, like Kelli mentioned, we're really privileged to have federal and provincial and municipal contracts. We've got a lot of generous businesses who donate to us. We're very fortunate, but we've been looking at, even with all that generosity, things are more expensive than they ever were. Our dollars are being stretched. Contracts aren't able to manage. So we're really tangibly trying to see how we need to ask for support. And this year with our campaign, we're going to be showing people really tangibly, what $10 can do to make a difference in your community. To $100. Yeah. We're really trying to show you that every dollar that you can give stays in Chilliwack and it helps Chilliwack.
I love that. And do you have monthly donors too? So
we do. We have monthly, we have annual. We're really fortunate and we're really blessed to be supported so much by our community. But yeah, there's lots of opportunities to help.
I love that. And for people to be able to see exactly, this is what $10 or $10 a month or $100 can do. That's or $1,000 or $10,000.
Yeah, depending on your ability,
your situation and ability. All right. So what else is coming up with community services?
Yeah, I think a couple other things I'd love to share is, again, as you mentioned, Christmas, which seems wild because for some folks, I know some folks are planning and buying their Christmas gifts, in April, and other folks are doing the mad dash. But at Christmas time, we do partner with Salvation Army, and we've done this since the 80s, we've been at this amazing partnership where Chilliwack Community Services provides a gift hamper to a family in need, and Salvation Army provides this beautiful Christmas Day meal hamper. So we do look to our community to see how you can give in ways of sharing unwrapped new toys for kiddos in need, or looking at ways you can monetary give to us. Last year, we served over 1,700 kids in our community with gift hampers. So it's a huge need. Our friends at Salvation Army are planning on providing over 2,500 hampers for food. So there's a lot of need. And even though sometimes it feels like Christmas is a really far time away, it actually is going to be here before we know it. And there is a lot of good ways to get involved. You know, we also love when people volunteer with us, come and pack hampers. If you aren't able to give a gift or money, there's so many ways you can help, and we'd love to have you.
And so this benefits the whole community. Anybody can fall on time. So people will be able to sign up for those hampers as well.
100%, yeah.
And I know that businesses or people sponsor them, but anybody could be in a position. So I remember when I was growing up, our family was actually able to receive a hamper, and we got gifts and foods. It not only meant so much because it made Christmas in a time that was difficult, but to know that the community was giving back in that way.
Yeah.
So this affects everyone. This impacts everyone. So if you can give, please give.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this work.
Oh, we love it.
So thank you so much. I know you have a very busy schedule, so it's great to have you out for a visit, and I'm so glad you're co-hosting this week. And obviously would love to have you back and hear about all of the things you're always up to. After the break, our picks for events this weekend in the Fraser Valley.
We Sunday driving, and the sun's bright shining. We load up the doggies, gas up our rifle. We're gonna hit that 4-lane, and then we off flying. We come alive when we Sunday driving.
All right, great show, Kate.
Yeah, I loved your interview with Chelsea, and I really enjoyed the interview with me too.
Yeah, and Natalie Bedard with Total Wellness is always sublime. So what's you and your family getting up to this weekend?
This weekend, I'm going to be going to the Chilliwack Literacy Society's annual fundraiser with my mom and my sister and my niece. It's real fun, so we're excited. Go get some well-needed, time in that space. I'm really looking forward to it.
That's
How about you, Kelly?
I have a smattering of
Okay.
social events this weekend.
Such a busy lady.
And just looking forward to being out in the community. There's always so much happening in Chilliwack. The other night, though, I made a gnome. It was a fundraiser for the Optimist Club.
Oh my
And I
goodness.
made a Halloween gnome.
You got to paint the gnome, or you?
No, you make it out
You
of...
formed the gnome.
It's like fabric.
Oh, the felt? Not the felt, but you push it, that one?
I don't know.
No? Okay. You made a gnome. That's fantastic.
Together. I made a gnome. It's a Halloween decoration.
I love it.
Maybe...
I kind of want to see it. Nice.
Okay, well, I'll send you a picture. All right, so we do have some great ideas, though, for this weekend, and we're going to share them with you from all around the valley. So in Abbotsford, don't make it a heartache tonight. It's time for you to get up and get down. The Abbotsford Arts Centre to take it to the limit. The Ultimate Eagles Tribute. Okay,
Wow.
I tried. It was a little bit corny. You'll get to experience Eagles classics like Hotel California, Take It Easy, Life in the Fast Lane, and more, all performed by world-class musicians and vocalists. So it apparently has rave reviews from shows across North America and captures the energy and magic of an authentic Eagles concert.
My word, that sounds like a place to be. Yeah. And in Chilliwack this weekend, we'll just warn everyone and say that we're just about anything you want to do is happening this weekend in Chilliwack. It's very busy.
Very busy.
So you can prime yourself for Halloween and the Chilliwack Film Festival with the 6-hour horror screenings. Oh my goodness, happening tomorrow night at the Chilliwack Museum starting at 7 p.m. Wow, that sounds good. There are a series of horror shorts that were recorded before Thanksgiving in a 66-hour and 6-minute race to make a horror movie under 6 minutes and 66 seconds. We'll say that 10 times fast. The winner of the event will get $500 and a screening at the CIFF next Wednesday.
And we'll have more on the film festival next week, but the festival itself starts October 22nd and runs until Sunday the 26th. So thanks again, Chelsea, for all the details. Tomorrow night as well, friends at the Chilliwack Learning Center have a novel night to remember at Evergreen Hall.
That's where I'll be.
Yeah, that'll be fun dressing up.
Still to be determined.
You can dress up as a literary character. So
Yes.
it's a fundraiser supporting literacy programs where you can dress up as your favorite character. You have dinner, music, silent auctions, dancing, all sorts of stuff. And it's for a great cause.
great cause.
Tickets are on the website, chilliwacklearning.com. And
Oh, the Chilliwack Train and Hobby Show is happening all weekend, 10 to 4 p.m. Saturday and Sunday at the Heritage Barn. Admission is only $6 and kids under 5 are free. That sounds awesome.
yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, in Langley, this sounds fun as well. Tomorrow, starting at noon, is the Grape Stomp.
Oh, my.
Happening at 21152 16th Avenue. So couples have signed up to compete for Best Stomper, and there'll be heats all afternoon. I'm getting I Love Lucy in my head.
I was thinking the same thing.
To see who emerges triumphantly with the wettest, slipperiest feet and is anointed Best Grape Stomper.
Who gets to be the judge of that? Very
I don't
fun.
know, but there'd be way too many feet involved for
Yeah,
me,
me too.
so I'm opting out. Prizes for costumes, team spirit, and Best Grape Stomper, and live music all afternoon with Luca Furseth. It's a fundraiser for Pacific Riding for Developing Abilities.
Oh, amazing.
It's
Oh, my.
really, really great.
Amazing. And in Mission, tell me it ain't so, the Shred-a-thon at Mission Prospera Credit Union parking lot is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's all for a good cause by donation for the Rotary Clubs of Mission. Our suggestion is to get that out of the way really early. Just go drop off your stuff and drive over to Chilliwack because all the events are happening in Chilliwack this weekend. So really, that's where you've got to be.
Yeah, okay. With that, I think our time is up. Kate, so good to have you on the show. You probably have to get to work. But thank you so much for being here and taking the time and all you do for Chilliwack and to your team. When you go back, pass it on.
Thank you
Great job,
so much. Thanks
everyone.
so much for having me.
Yeah. All right, so thanks for all you do. Thanks all of you for watching, and have a fabulous Fraser Valley